It's your favorite time again. We're going to be doom scrolling Twitteroonies in massive cope mode. We chose the only asset after 4.5 years that didn't go up, huh? The only one in the world. Literally anything went up. You name it. That's amazing. Wow. Is there a way to like inverse bet on a lottery ticket? Inverse bet? I wonder. First up, Mr. Dirty Crypto. Pre-showered. PulseChain. A pDAI whale just got harpooned. This is what you call capitulations. They top blasted. Couldn't stomach the volatility. So this is from Better Wank. There was some sort of rugging, code fix, non-rugging. I don't know what's going on there. You have Mr. Cash Money speaking passionately about it. Just so everyone knows as well, friends. Even the same goes for Cash Money. Listen, I'll tell you one thing. Save your breath. I don't know why do people get upset at people speculating? So, like, I'll ask you something. Okay, you're allowed to complain about people speculating if you can give me the identities of the PulseChain pioneers and you can get me a 1-hour interview recording or at least some sort of long Twitter essay explaining to us what the hell's going on. Otherwise, if you don't have that, everybody can just shut the fuck up because we've got to guess. Okay, we're trying to figure out information. There's literally zero information. There's stuff on the chain. And then, like, there's always a one guy comes out, I have the answer, I have the answer. Bro, you don't have shit. We've got 50,000 examples of you guys changing the story. No, this transaction was wrong. 50,000 things change, okay? So everyone's just got to calm down and remember it's a believer's cycle. We don't have all the answers. We're never going to have all the answers. If we had answers, the price would be higher. Mr. Cryptoface. What a story. Thanks for the kind words. Now run away from crypto, bro. You're on top. So this guy, I went from living in a council estate to a multi-millionaire. Here's my story. Started playing Counter-Strike. Geo. Wow. Jeez. What a story. I'm now at portfolio all-time highs and I've met amazing friends. Well done, sir. Well done. Don't know how you got there, but congratulations to you. It's Iced, never missing another runner again. I just watched SpongeBob for 34 hours straight. Now my IQ is below 70. I'm about to outperform everyone. So he's making a joke, friends, about the fact that with this cycle, like just give me an example. So our friend Ivan is now calling for a bear market, pretty much. And then like even an example, like he's spitting on PulseChain community saying, ha ha ha, like I told you should have bought like Zcash. When like we watch his show every day. Everyone's a bit confused because they're like, you did not talk about that coin for like 3.5 years, but now only after it goes up, you said, oh, I should have bought it. Even though the ZEC BTC ratio is down like 99%. So once you start cherry picking stuff, people are like making a joke. Like, oh, you just had to avoid these 4,800 coins. You had to buy XRP last year for a 6x, get that out, buy some random coin, get that out, not hold anything. So that's why he's making a joke. Like, okay, you just got to think like a retardio. That's where it all comes from. Here you have some aggressive red pill media about Israel vandalizing Greta Thunberg's luggage. Greta, stolen luggage. Yeah. Social issues and politics, you know, I couldn't give a shit at this point, bro. You know what I mean? There's going to be another new story in about 3 weeks. Everyone's going to hate each other. Hell, like, you know, let's go hate another nationality. You know, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I want my bags to pump. Bitcoin Jack. I don't know when was the last time people were this depressed? Very interesting. Was it zombie virus? You know? Was it zombie virus? There's a lot of people calling for the end. They sold. No, it wasn't actually zombie virus. It was like Trump tariffs. A lot of people sold, friends. Called for the bear market in April this year. Check that out as well. Here we have Mr. Joshy Boo. Well done, sir. A new PulseChain single. Cry Fag is live now. Well done, sir.
X is a sleeper. I'm a believer.
Well done, sir. We love all your work, Mr. Joshy Boo. I think there's a video of you twerking somewhere here. It was really good. I tried to save it, but I think I was driving. I just didn't want to have an accident, you know? Which is, you know, I'm thinking about that twice now because, you know, leaving would just be a lot easier than staying. So there is this funny video of Joshy Boo. He's literally twerking and he just looks at the camera. It actually really, really is funny. I'll try to find it. I'm sure so when he finds it, start spamming it. We've got to make it one of the staples. It's actually really good. Justin, Brian Boldstrong says in 10 years, many more people will use crypto. Wow. Wow. That's 10 years. It's like they're so bearish, they can't even say next month or next year. They're like 10 years. That's what happens, right? Oh, Richard Hart. I know this guy. Pro tip, if you don't know you're using it, you're probably not actually using it. So what he's referring to, he means like crypto, there'll be a lot of centralized front-end stuff that's technically you're using crypto, but he's talking about the whole point of crypto was to remove the middleman, but you're just using centralized Web 2 stuff. And you have DJ Khalid, not your keys, not your crypto. Thank you very much, sir. I'll give you both some likes and engagement. Here we have Alex Jones. World War IV has begun. Oh gosh, that's you know, it's the same stuff with them all the time. It's like, and now we go to zero. And now we go to see everything's like it's the same stuff every time. So Nathaniel, the dog, not the cat, not the squirrel, not the pup. Definitely not the elephant, the dog. Sell your pDAI immediately. He's joking, friends. I had no idea it was a garbage coin. He's saying garbage because Richard Hart's Twitter called it garbage. So now we make a meme out of it. I didn't sign up for that. I'm selling my pDAI for fart coin or maybe peahen. I heard that they have strong fundamentals. Do the responsible thing. Take the loss. So it's obviously these are all tongue-in-cheek, friends, just to let you know. Tongue-in-cheek. It's part of our coping mechanism just to survive out here. Yeah, we just do a lot of stuff to cope, you know. RookieXBT. He was one of the darling fans. Made a lot of money in the last cycle. I think he turned like, whatever it was, like 30 grand into like, you know, 5 million or something out here. I don't know if he trades now anymore. It's because last cycle everybody was trading off the big triangles. Okay, they do the crypto big triangles, the wedge, and they'd break up and break up. They don't work anymore. Institution, everything's bonked. All the triangles fail. Okay. I fully think that Bitcoin is one random headline away from going to 150K in 10 days. Not sure what the headline is though. Inefficient markets. So he's pretty much saying, hey, there's a lot of depression out here and bullish. Here you have Smolting mood, and he's, you know, launching up to the skies at a green candle. Action from before. I hope it is. And you have this random girl. So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that's really starting to annoy me. It's impossible to find a job now.
There's something about me. I mean,
yeah.
I want to see if I'm the only person that's.
I think I know why. Those glasses are a bit too big. Beaver. Internet capital markets will carry the meme trenches. Siri, remind me about this tweet in 1 month. So, that's funny out here. That's funny. Yeah, it's obviously tongue-in-cheek. This guy probably serious. He could be like a Solana maxi believer. When it comes to that, friends, as well, the Solana, you're going to start to see a lot of Solana kids. They're already starting to say it. They now hate soy devs. They go, oh, internet capital markets, you scammed us and all these. No, dude, it's not Solana, man. See, once again, noobs attach themselves to narratives. So, friends, whenever you hear anybody use the word narrative, you just think total noob. Literal total noob. Okay, yeah, like I'm trying to paint the picture here for you. It's kind of like, let's say it's a Saturday night and you and the boys, you've got your little bicycles, which is what, you know, adult males do on Saturday nights. You got your bicycles and you're riding around night at the park, okay? And someone brings their friend, right? Let's say there's 9 of you. You're with the boys, you know? You're riding your cute little bring, got your bicycles. And then someone's new friend comes and they got a tricycle. They've got training wheels. And they've got the cute little basket in front, you know? What are you going to think? You think, I don't think you've ridden before. You see? So when you see someone drop the word narrative, as in like, oh, I invest off narrative. I need a good narrative. Yes, I do. You're the training wheel noob. Everyone knows, you know? That's why I don't bother explaining it to people when I come across them. I make video content for that, you know? So it's not my problem if you're a total noob and you don't watch my videos. All right, so noobs invest based off narratives. I invest based on probabilities, okay? I try to look at, if I find something, I try to research and close the information asymmetry gap. And as I learn more stuff, I want to see that I can imagine in my mind higher value in the future, higher price in the future. So what I'm trying to gather is the market mispricing stuff? That's what I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to buy $1 for 5 cents. I'm trying to buy $1 for 10 cents, okay? These noobs based off narratives, they want to buy the dollar for 90 cents. Yeah? They want a narrative and the news reports and everything to give them confidence, but they want to be betting on the favorite. They want the favorite to keep running forever. Good luck. Ran. Banks collapsing. US government closed. Gold all-time high. I suggest you buy Bitcoin now. Very interesting. Here you have this PulseChain member. Proof Maria minted 5 billion pDAI before the exploit. Sir Nathaniel, he exploited a vulnerability by buying cheap prices, just like we did with pDAI when it went to zero during the emergency shutdown. So yeah, awesome. Awesome. Check this out. US CME Group passes Binance for Bitcoin open interest. Huh. So the CME Group getting a lot of interest. Institutional punting. Interesting. Here we go. This is Richard. Richard Hart. Not Richard Lung. Not Richard Brain. And definitely not Richard Kidney. It's Richard Hart. As I told y'all some months ago, all the truly big moves are giant entities choosing what goes up. Can you fathom how much money it actually took to move gold up to 4,200? Yeah. I mean, it's 30 trillion, and to go from 15 trillion to say 30 trillion, which is gold, say 2,100 to 4,200, the market cap went from 15 to 30 trillion. So the liquidity is about a 1.5% size of that. So it would be about 150 billion net. It'd be about 150 billion net. Remember, there were sells along the way. So it could have taken like $300 billion inserted. By the way, $300 billion inserted into crypto would give you like a 10x multiplier on the market cap, probably the net difference at the end. That's doubling the entire crypto industry. So it's like everybody in crypto withdrew all their money to stable coins and bought one thing. That's a gold 2x. That's the same equivalent because crypto is about 3.5 trillion, right? Going to zero, the 3.5 trillion today. Obviously, we're joking. Richard Hart. The trade is what Legacy wants to buy, and that's Bitcoin, and then Ethereum, because a giant entity can get in with much less slippage because of huge mass, in my opinion. Feel free to watch my pinned video. Retail, for mad gains, needs to play the less liquid things. How about some more stimmy checks, please? Okay. So that's a roundabout way of saying the big guys have made big portfolio decisions. Retail to make money, because gold keeps you wealthy. It doesn't make you wealthy, all right? Here we have Ascended Marga. Should we buy PulseChain coins with low liquidity to turn the best profit? Lol. You know. Here we have Johnny. Lol. I just said the exact same thing today before you. Richard Hart. I'm talking about slippage and you're talking about rotation. Mr. Big Banana. Us plebs must go deeper in the risk curve to have a chance at mad gains. Thank you for creating PulseChain, Richard Hart. It's our best shot at saying no to the power to be. And you have Mr. DJ Khalid. Well done, sir. I like this graph over time. Actual versus expectations. Yeah, that's great. You have Mr. Peplord. This is why meme coins are market fit. JPEG coins are pretty cool when you launch. Okay. There's also a recent Richard Hart post. He denied launching PumpTires. Okay. It was funny. He denied launching PumpTires. But then one of you baby dolls, not a baby doll, not following me. So one of the, I'll call you a soy boy. You're a soy boy. A soy boy replied saying, no. He didn't deny it. He just said he has nothing to do with it, but he didn't actually come out and deny it. And I replied back saying, you are exactly, because he's holding the Richard Hart JPEG tickers, what he thinks Richard Hart created coins. I said, bro, you sound exactly, you're the guy who was laughing at pDAI for any time a community member said, oh, he never denied not owning it or whatever. This was before the FUD. It's literally the exact same thing. So basically what you're doing is you've like let Richard know if he wants to shake out the JPEG tickers, he's going to do one tweet. He's like, I didn't launch PumpTires. There's a false rumor. Lol, just because you guys buy your stupid, shitty, useless JPEG coins, I've got nothing to do with them. One tweet, you know? I'm just telling you that now. I know that's your biggest fear, because that was pDAI's biggest fear, right? But we already got it out of the way. That's why I went to zero. Where he goes, oh, I want nothing to do with it. You're stupid. I want nothing to do with it. Jim Cramer, friends, I think he's trying to save it. I think the CEOs of the speculative stocks are going to start selling. Same with the executives. It isn't lost on them what happened today. Thank you. He's bearish. He's bearish. Pegleg Larry, I'm a LARP. Do you think I'm a LARP? Yes. Friends, some of you get it, some of you don't. Look, it's a free world. You can do what you want. Let's say I had a friend. I'm talking to my friend here, not you, okay? It's free will, okay? You know, by the way, the power of good and forces and angels and stuff out here, they're obsessed with giving you free will. Do you know that? Yeah? All the stories about power of good, the light, whatever you want to interpret it as, they are obsessed with free will. They never want to force you to do anything. You must make your own decision. Yeah. It even relates to UFOs, non-human intelligence, with the government, you know, because there's always these, like, there's a dark force and there's a good force, and government's being talked to, you know. Evil always wants you to do something. Do this, do this, do this, right? That's why Bitcoin fans, we're destined to win, because Bitcoin's opt-in. You don't have to buy it. It's just, you know, hey, it's available for you, okay? So in the context of this, friends, with Pegleg Larry, I'm just telling you, look, conceptually, I don't want to ruin everything, okay? But I don't want to disturb the process. But I'm just telling you something, okay? As the price goes lower, characters appear, which let you know there are things on the path still happening. It's basically showing you, hey, the vision is still long-term. Don't worry about this price. That's the only thing you need to interpret. Unfortunately, what happens is, because people are very nervous, I know your first cycle and stuff, and you're not, it gets experience in markets like me, just getting bitch slapped all the time. People will then try to, like, literally just choke this golden goose. So when these characters appear and give you a hint, some people come out, a lot of people come out and they go, oh, tell us what happens next. When peg, up, down, show us this, show us that. They start demanding stuff. They start basically like, hey, genie, now that you've given me infinite happiness, give me infinite money. Make my ding dong bigger. Make my posture straighter. Make my chair squeak more, right? They start being too greedy when it comes to it, okay? And then what happens is these characters that appear in PulseChain community, they start trolling you. They start saying, man, like, it's because friends, people get offended. They're like, they hate Pegleg Larry. They hate these characters that appear, that PulseChain Pioneer related, obviously. They hate them. They're like, oh, they're LARPing or this or that. No, dude. Step outside your shoes. Someone's trying to tell you you're on the right path, but you're being greedy about it. You're taking it for granted. Okay? Because from his perspective, whoever the PulseChain pioneers are, if they do exist, could be going loopy, they're saying, hey, I'm giving these people opportunity and they're disrespecting the opportunity. You know, I don't have to do this, right? That's their perspective. Okay? If they could talk, that's what they'd be saying. They're like, hey, man, like, you're lucky I'm even talking to you, you know? I could have just left you in the dark. I could have left you completely in the dark. This is just me existing is already enough high value. That's why I'm here to tell you, don't bother wasting your time talking to them. Absorb them. Absorb. Take it all in and then make your own decision on that later. Okay? But now I hope you have a different perspective when people come out and they'll be like, oh, when peg, when happens, up, down, left, right, oh, but this, but that. Just let it go, bro. Let it go. You know the bet already. You know? Imagine, let's say I'm from the future and I come and visit you in 2015 and I just told you, hey, Bitcoin's destined for the moon, right? It's going to 100K. That's it. And then what you're effectively doing is you're begging me, how does it get to 100K? How does it end up on the balance sheet of America? How does the money printing happen? When? How? Please tell me, up, down, is BlackRock in or no? Are we going to do higher volume than gold? Show me this, show me that. You see how annoying that is? When I would be saying to you, dude, I'm from the future. I'm telling you the golden alpha. Stay long and keep believing. That's all you need to hear. You can't fast forward time, so shut up. Do you see the perspective here? I've just given you an example here of rolling with it. That's why I don't engage with any of these. I don't engage, yeah? Look, let's just say there are counter characters that appear that FUD it out too. Okay? So it's just to spin people out. You know? But look, I hope you take what I say on board so you stop wasting your time. Okay? Because you're trolling yourself, dude. You're trolling yourself, you know? Remember, friends, you know, it's year of the serpent, year of the snake. Don't forget, man's original sin. Okay? What did Evie do when she was rolling around on her skateboard naked with the leaf over her pubes? What did she do? She ate from the tree of forbidden knowledge. Right? So, That's it. You know enough, dude. You know enough. You like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, you're begging God, just show me your real. Can you do something just once? Just show me your real, you know? And then literally a cloud moves apart, shines a beam on you, and then you literally a telepathic message appears in your head. They say, yo, it's God. I'm real. Have a nice day. That's it. And then you start getting annoying. Please, God, come back. What do you mean have a nice day? Do you mean I'm going to die tonight? Why didn't you say have a nice night or nice life? Right? Where were you talking to me from? How come me? You just see what I mean? See how annoying you are? It just gets annoying. You don't need that, dude. You already know. It's kind of like, yeah. By the way, there are stories in the Bible where it's interesting. Is that one story was the story of Lazarus. The poor man goes to heaven and he dies as a rich man as well. As a rich man, he wasn't bad, but the rich man was just lazy. He never did anything. And then the rich man had like 4 or 5 brothers. The story of Lazarus, right? It's kind of funny, man. It was during a deep pDAI tobacco a few weeks ago. This was at church. The homily. It was like so wild. I was like, man, what a story. Because Lazarus basically, I think I forgot Lazarus was a rich man. I think he was a rich man. And he's asking God, he goes, hey, I've got 4 brothers or something still alive. Because he goes to heaven and God's like, you know what? You didn't do enough. You wasted the opportunity. That's what God's saying to him. He actually went to hell first, right? And then Lazarus was like, God, please, let me go and warn my 4 brothers. Let me go and quickly warn them because they're going to go through this too. And then God says, no. They've already been given knowledge. They've got the tablets from Moses. They already know what to do. I've already told them. I don't need to come tell them all the time. Literally, that's the whole how the story goes. I never knew there's such a story in the Bible. So much wisdom there. It's kind of like, but it's telling you, like, it's literally what you're seeing right now. Yeah. There's a creator of this who has all the power. And here we are, just like, you know, what do you want to call us? Or like, you know, it could be a simulation within a game. And they've already given it to you. It's just like, you know, people aren't appreciating it. They want to see more. Well, temper your greed, man. Just temper your greed. Slow down the dopamine. You're already being given a dopamine, dude. You know, this is information asymmetry. However, we are bound by the law of time, the nature of time. Okay, so we just need to let it play out. Like, subscribe, belly button all. Catch you soon.